So it looks like they are readied up, and they are off now. And maybe this is not a surprise for those who have looked closely at the board already, but the runners have chosen column 4 for each other. So both of them will have to complete column 4, and then also pick an additional row, column, or diagonal in order to finish. So, like I said, because of that collect gravity suit tile, you basically need to do wreck ship early. You can go down into Norfair and pick up Speed Booster or Grapple, something to help you cross over the moat, but the problem is not being able to grab that various suit. You're going to have to do some hell runs, and there's a very limited amount of E-tanks and reserve tanks early on, where doing those rooms without the various suit would be pretty difficult. So I would imagine we're going to see both of the runners going to do that early wreck ship and having to do a continuous wall jump or bomb jump across the moat. So I'm trying to look at some of the other tiles now to see maybe what would synergize well. They have to get the wave beam and finish near a beam. There is that beam go tile, as well as one that's collect plasma and skip space. So maybe row 3 or column 5 or row 1 or top left bottom right. I guess I should see if there's any more finish near tiles. I think there's only 2 on here, so those could be possibilities, but it'll depend on the other tiles if they fit in their route well. Yeah, you know, like I said, that's a pretty nasty combination. You have the item collection of the power bombs, skipping the high jump boots, and basically doing early wreck ship. I think that's a pretty safe bet to make no matter what kind of player you're up against. Yeah, Balthasar makes a good point. Because they have to get that 40 power bomb tile, that center 10 plus power bomb is going to be free, which opens up 4 different line possibilities. Oh, actually only 3, because they can't do top right, bottom left, since that contains finish in Metal Pirate Room, and they have to finish near a beam already. Yeah, what really sucks about the power bombs is there's only 50 of them in the game. 2 of them are in Lower Norfair. 1 of them is at Croc. 1 of them is in Meridia. I think there's just 1. And a lot of them are actually early on in the Brinstar areas, but you can't access them without power bombs to begin with, so there's going to be some backtracking if they're going to plan on not going into Lower Norfair or Croc. Oh wow, that was a cool CWJ that SpaghettiToastBook just did. I saw Fusion Warrior doing like that too in the last match we had. That's pretty tough to do, and SpaghettiToastBook is actually awaking the planet and then going back down into Blue Brinstar. Now what I think is going on here is she wants the energy tank that is in this room here, and by waking up the planet, the enemies will be inside this room now, so she can do a D-boost off of the Rio or one of the gamers in order to get this E-tank. I'm not sure what to think of this. This could be an indication that she wants to do some hell runs in Norfair and not do that early wreck ship, but it could also just be a safety measure for doing that early wreck ship, because that's not really very safe either. Normally you only have one tank and a reserve if you really want to pick it up, so having that extra tank may be very helpful. But meanwhile, Diddy is now taking care of Bomb Chorizo, has those bombs. I suspect he's just going to kind of do a standard new route beginning here, trying to conserve health as he makes his way over to Red Tower. Oh, Diddy's actually running through the pirates. You know, you can do that, but what you'll see a lot of people do if they're doing some sort of route that does early wreck ship is they'll kill those pirates and conserve their energy, because Fantoon fight is pretty scary with one E-tank, but he could be picking up the reserve tank too, and that would help out a little bit. Of course, you would have to fill it still. Yeah, he's gonna do this early mock ball here to do a little sequence break, pick up an early super missile pack. This means he will not have to fight Spore Spawn, who normally holds the first super pack of the game. And also there is a tile on here that is collect all 15 Brinstar super missiles. One of them he just got, another one he ran past since he does not have access to the Edekun's area without power bombs, or if he does meme dance, but he probably won't do that. Yeah, he's not going to do that. So, the last one is actually the Spore Spawn one. So, that is a possibility, doing row 1, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure if that is the plan for him, he'll pick up that Spore Spawn one later when he has more equipment. Interesting, in SpaghettiToastBook, grabbing that E-tank in the Terminator room and running back. I wonder where she's going. Could this perhaps be a gauntlet check? I guess it's not really a check because we know what's there, but we do have collect gauntlet energy tank or X-ray scope, so again, looking at that row 1 or maybe column 2, we could be seeing that right now. Yeah, look at that. She takes the save. Very good call. This is a dangerous room early on in the game. And she's going to try to do some wall jumps to get up here. Nicely done. And yeah, it looks like Diddy, he has gone up Red Tower. He's going to pick up his first power bomb pack here. The Alpha power bomb. Yeah, he is at 89 energy right now, which is not great. I'll be honest. He is going to come into this room and grab the Beta Power Bomb pack. That Power Bomb should get rid of all those side hoppers, so now he can freely leave the room. And SpaghettiToastBook, a little low on energy. Still enough to make it through, but she's going to have to be careful. I don't want to get grabbed by the Yapping Maw. Ooh, okay. So she'll get this Gauntlet Energy Tank now, which will greatly help her on the way out of here. And also that gives her a tile. So now both the runners tied at 2 tiles each. Yeah, Diddy is at 25 energy. He has to go and do a ship refill. Like, you cannot go into Fantoon with this much health. Yeah, he's being very careful around those crabs. They do a ton of damage. Oh my, and he hits the Key Hunter for 20 damage. So now he's at 5. So yeah, he needs the refill. And SpaghettiToastBook grabbing those Gauntlet missiles. We also have collect all 40 criteria missiles on the board, so we'll have to keep track of those as well. If we think, oh, okay, maybe not gonna grab those ones, so maybe that tile's not on her mind. And Diddy is going to go and bomb jump up to the criteria power bombs. Good choice. Like I said, only 50 power bombs in the game. You can't be too picky here on which ones you want to skip. And since he's already up here, I think that's a good idea to grab these. And meanwhile, SpaghettiToastBook, now in the green Brinstar area, presumably going to do the same thing, do this early mock ball in order to get that super pack. Nicely done. And going to grab the reserve tank too, it looks like. Which again is a good safety to have if you're not very comfortable doing the wreck ship early play. And grabbing some more missiles. I don't think there's any... The only thing as far as missile collection on the board is that criteria missile one, I think. So this is probably more for safety than anything. And there's that first Brinstar super missile for SpaghettiToastBook. Ooh, I like this from Diddy. He's actually going to be going back now through the Brinstar area with those power bombs. He will be able to access the Etikun area, to the Mission Impossible room. So he can pick up some of these super missiles and power bombs that were not available to him previously. And SpaghettiToastBook right away is going to go get those Spo supers. An interesting setup, doing a running jump. Gets it second try. Very nice. Alright, SpaghettiToastBook just needs the Edikun supers now, and she will have that row 1, column 3 tile done. But, of course, she does not have power bombs at the moment, so there'll be a bit of backtracking if that's what she's going for. I have to assume Diddy picked up those Edikun supers as well. I guess someone can confirm that for me, but I can't imagine he'd skip them at this stage. And SpaghettiToastBook looks like she's thinking for a second. I wonder if maybe she's considering going down for the energy refill, but then getting back up is going to be really difficult. She'll have to bomb jump up since she does not have high jump or ice or anything else to help fly. So I assume that's what she was thinking about, but she's going to just go up Red Tower now and claim her first power bomb pack. And Diddy picked up another power bomb pack that puts him at 25, I believe. Yeah, and now he's going to get that last super missile pack in Brinstar. Yeah, he also has that 15 plus super missile tile on column 1, row 2. I forgot about that one as well. So since he didn't go to Gauntlet, I'm wondering if I mean, that had to have been the tile he was focused on. Well, I don't know, it could be he could be doing column 3, or he could be doing column 1 or row 2. But I feel like if he was doing row 1, he would have went to Gauntlet when he was up there. He's grabbing this energy tank, so I'm kind of leaning towards column 1 now with that 6 plus energy tank tile. But SpaghettiToastBook is now farmed up. Probably filled her reserve up all the way. She'll get her first power bomb pack. And Diddy's gonna go back into Blue Brinstar now. There is a power bomb pack hidden here, blocked off by power bombs. So that's gonna put him at 30 now. He does have all the Brinstar ones. So at this point, now he needs to decide whether he wants to go into Lower Norfair to get the 2 in there, or go into Meridia to grab the pack in the sand pit, or go to Croc to grab the pack behind him. I feel like the Meridia one is a really good choice since he's gonna have to get gravity. And he is gonna... Oh, okay, he doesn't have to necessarily go to Plasma, but I guess it's an option. So I wonder... Yeah, it's tough to say. I feel like Meridia for sure, he's got to commit to that one. And SpaghettiToastBook. Going back for that Brinstar Super and Power Bomb, I assume, at the Etakun area. So she'll have that row 1, column 3 tile as well. Oh, and not getting that power bomb. That's... I'm not sure if maybe she forgot, or maybe has plans to go into Lower Norfair? Or Croc? That's interesting. I didn't see if she went to Mission Impossible either. I don't think she did, but I'll find out with the map in a second. Does not look like went to Mission Impossible. Huh. Anyways, Diddy made it across the moat somehow. I'm not sure how he did it, but he seemed to get across there pretty quick. And he's heading into Fantoon. He's got 3 energy tanks, good amount of missiles, good amount of supers, so you know, still kind of a scary fight without any suits, but having three full energy tanks is pretty helpful. Oh, he CWJ'd, okay. Nicely done, man. So far, it looks like he's handling Fantoon okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's getting some little Dopplers in. SpaghettiToastBook now picking up Spacer. They both should have charge, I'm pretty sure. So SpaghettiToastBook just needs Wave, Ice, and Plasma for that row 1, column 1 tile. And of course, Wave Beam is required for both of them anyway, since they do have column 4. SpaghettiToastBook going to the crate area. I don't know why. She can't pick up area. Yeah, the E-Tank's the only thing that that's worth it here, really. There's a missile pack she could get. So yeah, it's gotta be the E-Tank. Yeah. Maybe she's gonna do some hell runs and get speed booster in order to get across the moat. Or maybe even grapple too, since she hasn't picked up a few powerbomb packs. So she might be grabbing the croc pack as well. She'll be taking Kraid to prom. No quick kill, but she has plenty of supers to take him down. Meanwhile, Diddy made it through Fantoon. He's looking okay. Has plenty of health for the... Oh, I say that he gets hit. He's got enough health to get through the bowling room. There we go, Kraid is down. Don't get that various suit. Nope. So yeah, now with Kraid down, that gray door at the start of Kraid's area is open, so she can grab that E-Tank. And she'll be on her way. Yeah, that's true. Not being able to pick up high jump boots. She's gonna have to bomb jump up the pre-cathedral room, if that's her plan. It's a hell run. So yeah, it's a little more difficult doing some of those rooms. Diddy's at 289 energy heading into the bowling room. He can get hit a number of times, so I'm sure he'll be fine. And only gets hit twice. There we go. And since he didn't pick up any of those missiles outside of Wreck Ship, which are technically Criteria missiles, row 2 is ruled out. So I'm thinking he's going for column 1 here. Although I guess he could still go to Gauntlet. Maybe he was waiting until he got Gravity Suit to do it. I guess that's a fair thing to do. So I guess I can't really rule out row 1 yet. Alright, yeah, can't do column 1. Yeah, so he has to be doing row 1, I think, then. Because he picked up extra supers that he didn't really need in Brinstar, so... I mean, he could do column 3, but... I feel like row 1's a lot more enticing. Actually, I don't know, beam goes pretty long. And that, oh yeah, so okay, I think he is doing comp 3. because he's going to that Criteria Meridia elevator now. So yeah, I like this a lot actually. He'll get that elevator, it'll be right into Meridia, so you can collect both Meridia energy tanks. Yeah, this is a good call. And looks like SpaghettiToastBook is going to be doing the bug refill up here. Trying to get up to max energy for those hell runs. She must have already been in there. So I assume she picked up the high jump tank. And then maybe it lost too much health and so backed out. Come back and farm. I was too busy trying to figure out what Diddy was doing. Oh, she got ice. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay, so this is gonna help out. I mean, I think her plan anyways was to do row 1, so she has to get ice, but that'll actually help out with that first heated room. Because she could freeze one of the Silvas. So that's cool. I guess it takes a while for the Silvas to get up there. So she's just gonna bomb jump instead. That would have been cool if they got there faster though. Yeah, so she'll reset. Diddy's gonna pick up Mama Turtle tank now. One of the 2 energy tanks, the other one being behind Botch Moon. That's a good question, Al. I'm not sure. He does not have speed nor ice, so that's about his only option. Oh, unfortunately, SpaghettiToastBook taking a little dip in the lava. Does have that reserve tank though, so might be able to get through. Oh yeah, she'll make it. Nice. Super low on health though, so she's gonna have to farm inside this room a little bit before trying to go somewhere else and farm. like in like the pre-Frog Speedway or that game. Yeah, I think I feel like Diddy, maybe he's just grabbing the power bomb right now, or maybe he just realized it. But either he can grab the power bomb right now and then go back down and get ice and come back, so yeah, that works out. Alright, SpaghettiToastBook at 69 now. Probably get a little bit more from these sobas. So she might be comfortable going to the pre-Frog Speedway room now and start refilling there. Maybe take a save before committing to that. Or just getting some more energy. Alright, so Diddy can pick up that ice beam. That'll give him access to Batoon so you can get that last Meridia tank. He'll need to get one more power bomb pack, I believe. So I'm guessing it'll be Croc. I don't know, going into Lower Norfair for those two seems... Well, I don't know actually, because if he just goes through the Lower Norfair and then grabs the maze ones, just like doesn't even go to Ridley, that he'll exit right by Wave Beam. So maybe that's what he'll do. I feel like it is kind of a lengthy trek just for the one power bomb, but I mean Croc's kind of long too, so no, nothing is randomized. It'd be pretty difficult to make 100% completable stuff if it was randomized. Plus, a lot of the tiles just like wouldn't make sense, like the collect all 40 criteria missiles or other region-specific items. Yeah, a lot like Rando. It's a lot of on-the-fly thinking, trying to route things out. It's pretty cool. Alright, so Daddy's gonna head over to Batoon, kill him, get that E-tank, and then head into Norfair. Meanwhile, SpaghettiToastBook now with enough energy to get over to Speed Booster. That'll make her one step closer to finishing. So now with speed boosters, she has that top right tile, and now she's presumably comfortable going to wreck ships, so she'll be able to get her gravity suit. I would think she would come back later for the wave beam. Well, it's hard to say because she does have the finish near a beam tile, but at the same time, I think she needs to. I don't know, because the power bombs too. I don't know if she plans on doing like Croc or Lower Norfair for them, because she did skip those Brinstar ones, but maybe she'll go back for those and just wanted like gravity for it. It really depends on the card and what lines get picked. The fastest people can beat them is like just under 40 minutes. And then the longer end, it could be, like an hour or so. Also depends on the runner skill level a lot too. Okay, so yeah, she will grab that wave beam now. I like that call too, because if she is going to be doing row 1, plasma beam is definitely the beam that's most out of the way, so that would be a good place for her to finish. But again, with the power, but I feel like she's planning on going back to Brinstar to grab those power bombs, because going to Lower Norfair for them would just be really lengthy, or even like going to Croc after all said and done. I guess she has to pick up Croc if she doesn't go to Lower Norfair, so maybe she'll do that now, so she doesn't come back later. Unfortunately, she took a death there, which was before the speed booster pickup, so she'll have to go get that again and then head back to wave. Yeah, Diddy is in really good shape right now. Norfair reserve tank pretty much free since he has to go over to wave beam anyways. Really the only interesting thing left for him is whether he's gonna go to Croc for his 40th pack or do what I said earlier and like do that loop through Lower Norfair, but I want to say Croc makes more sense. Especially if he has to get that Norfair reserve. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna do Croc first. Alright, SpaghettiToastBook has her speed booster. She'll farm up again for that wave beam hell run. And that honestly is the toughest one, I feel like. Single chamber is a pain. It's even more of a pain if you don't have high jump and you have speed. Double chamber, if you fall there, that's a pretty hefty time loss, which in turn is a pretty big health loss without a suit. So hopefully she gets through this time. Diddy just shooting Croc while he's down with some missiles. Pretty rude, but okay. But once Croc is down, he'll be able to grab that power bomb pack behind him, which will put him at 40. Oh, that's interesting. He's gonna use the bugs to sort of make a platform a bit closer. Well, gave up on it now, but the thought was cool. So he'll just bomb jump up there now. Alright, SpaghettiToastBook's got 300 energy. Oh, get up there. Oh, you stupid Viola. Yeah, this room sucks. It just sucks. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with like forcing the early wreck ship thing. So, I mean, what Spaghetti's doing is a totally viable option, but going through these rooms, it's, you know, pretty slow having to farm in between each section, and also dying can be a big setback. So, I mean, that tile in particular, collecting gravity and skipping Varia, can be pretty powerful if you know your opponent's not comfortable going to wreck ship early. And did he try and... Okay, nice. Freezes that waiver just right so he can wall jump up here. He'll grab that North Air Reserve tank, and then he just needs to head over to Wave Beam, and he'll be done. Yeah, I mean, skip high jump is just bad for anyone who's like not super familiar with like low percent runs or has done like a lot of randomizers where, you know, they just didn't have high jump the whole run. But yeah, like you said, doing hell runs without it is just so much harder. Because if you don't do like the backtracking like they did to get the extra E-tanks and whatnot, it's really, really tight trying to do it, you know, with like 2 he tanks in reserve or whatever. Alright, Diddy into that wave beam room. He's going to pick it up, and upon acquisition, he is finished with an official SRL time of 51 minutes and 8 seconds. Good game to Diddy Kong. He will be moving on to the next round, which unfortunately means SpaghettiToastBook will be out of the tournament. But we must applaud SpaghettiToastBook for coming in and joining the tournament, putting up a great show for us. And it looks like she's going to finish the rest of this, so we'll get to close her out right with this tournament. And you got a little bit of sync going on here. And there we go, SpaghettiToastBook out of the wave beam section. Maybe gonna take a save. But I would think she's gonna grab those Croc PBs before she heads out of here. Unless she plans on going back to Lower Norfair for those power bombs, but I think it would make a lot more sense to get the Brinstar ones. Oh, okay, so she's yeah, she'll probably come back here then. Yeah, it's always good to see, even after seeing your opponent finish, runners choosing to finish out the run. It's always a little disheartening to me to see a forfeit immediately after. And I think we're gonna get Diddy in here for an interview. I think he'll get some stuff set up first. But at this time, let me remind you, if you liked what you saw today, if you liked watching these runners play some Super Metroid, drop these two a follow. Both of them obviously very skilled at Super Metroid, so show some love. There we go. Thanks, Balthasar. Also, shout out to Balthasar, by the way, handling the tracking for us today. Trying to commentate and track these is a nightmare, so having someone lift that burden is very, very nice. Alright, now SpaghettiToastBook is all strapped up, full on health, a lot of ammo. So she should be good to go into wreck ship now. With speed booster, she can do a shine spark to get across the moat. And we are joined now by Diddy Kong. Diddy, good game on your race. How are you feeling about your run?
A bit stressed. I totally forgot I need ice to go to Botwoon. And I was, oh man, I'm so behind now.
Yeah, I mentioned that when you were going up there. Someone asked, "Can Diddy do Crystal Flash Clip?" And then I kind of saw you sit there for a second in Aqueduct, like thinking, "Oh shoot."
Yeah, I've considered training it for a second, but I didn't. I never ever got it, so I don't think it was worth it. Plus, I needed to farm to get enough ammo, and I wouldn't have any ammo left about one behind, so that would not have been that worth.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, at least you kind of needed to pick up that power bomb pack anyway, so it sort of worked out either way.
Yeah, but I could, instead of doing the GGG, I could have at that time go down to pick ice and then pick the problem after. But
Yeah, that probably would have been the optimal way of doing it. But either way, that was a good play going over to the elevator after wreck ship. I was totally blind to that column. I was wondering which one you were doing for a while, but it totally made sense after I saw you make that move.
yeah, I was also tempted to do row 2, but I kind of dislike picking up some the missiles in the ceiling after fracture, especially without high jump boots.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe you were going in that direction, since I wasn't sure if the supers you were picking up at the start were for that Brinstar super missile tile, or if it was for the 15 plus tile. But after I saw you not do the sky missiles, I was like, okay, well, row 2 is definitely out of the question then.
Yeah. What did Spaghetti pick?
So, from what I can tell, it looks like she's going for row 1. But she was not comfortable going to wreck ship early. So what she did was do a lot of the item collection early on to get a bunch of E-tanks, and then she actually did hell runs in order to get speed booster, and now she's back up in wreck ship fighting Fantoon at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say you definitely picked a very good column for her, since not being comfortable with the early wreck ship play, it does make her do the lengthy hell runs and then backtrack up to wreck ship, and skipping high jump is pretty nasty to whoever you give it to. So I think you both made a very good call in that regards.
Plus 40 power bombs is kind of long anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you I mean, unless you plan on going into Lower Norfair, you have to pick up every single pack, and a lot of them are blocked off early on from power bombs themselves, so there's definitely going to be backtracking with that one if you don't go to Lower Norfair.
I was planning first end to go to the Lower Norfair, but then I realized that I couldn't finish in Metal Pirate Room, so that was not the optimal plan.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was looking at that one for you, and then someone mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, guess he can't do that one.
Anyway, gotta go. Thanks for commenting us, and thanks Belt for tracking us too.
Yeah, thank you for giving us the race to watch and coming in for the interview. We appreciate that. Good game again, and good luck with the rest of your matches. Looks like don't have an opponent yet. Still some more matches to play, but good luck regardless.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to SpaghettiToastBook now. She has made it through Rex Ship for the most part. Just needs to farm up a bit so she can get through the bowling room. And then she'll have her gravity suit. And from there, if she's still doing row 1, all she really needs to do is do Meridia, take out Dragon so she can go get Plasma. And she'll also want to pick up power bombs along the way, so what I assume she's going to do is first go through Brinstar and pick up all those ones she missed earlier, and then probably do Croc to get the power bomb pack there before heading into Meridia to finish with the plasma beam pickup. And she gets through with just enough health. Those spikes do 60 damage each, so good thing she had enough health to tank 3 of them. Looking at our schedule, this is the last match for us today. We do have more starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. All the SpeedGaming channels to be decided. On this channel, though, it looks like last time I checked we had Final Fantasy I randomizer, I believe, starting up in the next 10 minutes or so, so we might have to let them come in here pretty soon, but we'll go as long as we can and watch Spaghetti finish this one. Okay, we do have that Final Fantasy 1 randomizer match coming up here in a few minutes, so we're gonna sign off here and let them get things set up so they can start on time. But once again, reminder, if you liked watching these runners, give them a follow, SpaghettiToastBook and Di10. You're welcome to watch SpaghettiToastBook on her channel, finish this one out, but if not, stick around for some Final Fantasy 1 randomizer. Thank you, Balthasar, again for taking care of the tracking for us. Very much appreciated. And also, if you're interested in doing any commentary or tracking, we could sure use the help. Always looking for more people to help behind the scenes, put this stuff together. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here. So everyone have a good weekend, and we will see you guys next mission.